I remember getting into an altercation with God, except I couldn't fight and he didn't actually hit me back, but I got into a argument with God because I was so tired of trying to find the right person, the whole dating scene, all of that. And it wasn't until I did this one thing that changed the game for me. And that one thing was I surrendered to the season that I was currently in. I stopped thinking that I had to go find a mate. I stopped thinking that I had to go and just do all this crazy type of stuff that we hear now about dating. And I literally surrendered to the season that I was in. And that surrendering looked like, if I'm going to be single, God, if this is something that you want from me, then I'm going to be okay with that. Now, yes, he wanted something different for me, but I was okay just surrendering in that moment. And it went like this. I was dating somebody and we had broke up. I didn't feel this person was the person that God wanted me to marry. This person was a great person, but I wanted someone who shared God with me, someone who was spiritually mature, because my relationship with God is important to me. And it's not to say that this person couldn't have grown. Yes, they could have grown, but I didn't feel this was the right person. So we broke up, and I was like, this is going to be a season where I'm going to just be by myself and surrender. And it wasn't until then, it was almost as if like when I said I'm going to surrender to this season and whatever I need to learn and grasp, I'm going to grasp it, I'm going to learn it, that my wife came into my life. Now, I had known her for about maybe like 10 years. There was no relation between us. There was no calling. It was nothing. We just knew of each other. And I can remember we ended up somehow exchanging some words, and we went out to play pool. And during that time, like, I knew, like, this is going to be the person. Like, I knew it. I felt it. I brought it before God, right? So you can always feel someone's the right person on your own, but I brought it back to God. This is how I also knew, because I was in this season where if she's not the one, cool. I was so settled on just learning myself in the season and learning whatever I have to learn from God, that if it wasn't her, it would have been cool. And I think sometimes you have to be reminded of that. We usually want to chase and glorify the next season, all of us, so much that we can forget that there's something in this season now that you need for the next season, right? My wife tells a story about she had to finish writing a book for the next season. Of course, throughout the marriage and the years, you learn, you grow, you go through things, you suffer, you rejoice. There are things that you go through, but you have to become comfortable in the season you're in. And when I say comfortable, I don't mean like you're becoming lazy. It means I'm going to get the lessons that I need in this season. I'm going to get what I exactly need in this season, so that when the next season presents itself, I don't fumble. I don't drop the ball. I actually step to the plate and I do what I have to do. So I want to encourage anybody, right? If you're a person who's single and you're just feeling like, hey, my time is never going to come. I've been waiting forever. It just seems like God's taking long for me to give me my mate. It's 99.999% chance that it's not God too. Are you doing the things that He's asked you to do? Are you surrendering to the lessons that He's asking you to learn? And this is one that gets like mixed up. Are you surrendering to God? Often we will surrender to this idea and realize we're not even submitted to God, not even surrendering to God. You want to be in a place where you're surrendering to God and you're being submitted to God. So when He brings whatever He needs to bring to you, you're ready, you can receive it, and you can actually develop whatever He's given you. Because if you're single and you're thinking about getting married, it's not an easy journey, and you don't just turn on from single, I'm married, I know how to do everything. No, it's a journey. But I'm encouraging you to stay with God and chase God first. Be great, guys. I'm out of here.